Hi, my name's Kathy Burris, and I am with kathyburris.com. I help women who are stuck in the grief of loss in their life and the stuck thinking that they have around past events, past messages that are replaying in their head. I help women get unstuck. I attended Handprint Legacy Live last year, and every time I've gone through it, there has been tremendous clarity that has come from the event. And this last week, a week ago, was no exception. It was really encouraging to be able to step back and look at the funnel that I've been working on since Handprint Legacy Live, actually since before that, when I first started working with Katie. But the cleanness, is that the right word? But the clarity that came from having lots of pieces and parts that I kept trying to reinvent the wheel every few weeks so I could have something new to offer, to now having a clean funnel that's not only taking my client in a progression of steps, in a series of solutions to what they're struggling with, to having something that's replicatable, something I can do again and make it better, much like Katie has done with Handprint Legacy Live. I've been to 2 of hers before, and this one was even better because of some things that she had done with it. So I'm learning that, and I'm terribly encouraged about it. But one of the other things that came up for me this time, in a way that maybe hasn't before so much, is the whole concept of comparing myself to others in the group. Now, I've been a queen for about 1.5 years. I've been at Handprint Legacy Live before. I've done some of her other classes. I know a lot of the women that are here. I know Katie, and I love everything about this group. This has been a life-giving group from the very beginning. But I caught myself comparing, and I have a message of be you, be authentic, trust your instincts, trust your gut, your voice, your message, your values. I mean, I shared in my story that I had to come to terms with that, but all of a sudden I was finding myself comparing to everybody. There was always someone I was comparing myself to, and I was coming up not good enough. This is after being a coach for 10 years, working on this whole stuck thinking for all this time, and I kept thinking, why am I doing this? Why is this affecting me so strongly? And as I went back over my notes, even as Katie was teaching about core values, I knew mine. I was becoming more aware of what they are. And then she taught on the threats that we have. And as I was going through my notes, I thought, once again, I must be on the right track because the threats are strong, right? I must be doing something right, or otherwise the threat wouldn't be so prevalent, keeping me from doing the thing I know God's invited me to do. So I sat back and I asked myself, what's the issue behind the comparison? Why am I comparing? And it wasn't so much that I wasn't good enough. It's the awareness that I had that I wish I had the boldness to do what Katie is doing, or the boldness to do what others are presenting, especially in the Queens group. I wish I had that courage. And it's not that I don't have it, it's just that I was comparing my courage of the things that I'm supposed to be doing with the things that they're doing. And my values aren't the same as their values. It doesn't make mine right or wrong, or theirs right or wrong. It just means that mine are different. And even if I did do exactly what Katie's doing, or did do exactly what these other women are doing, it wouldn't be meaningful to me because it's not my values. It's not the way God made me. So while Handprint Legacy made such a difference for me in my business, I mean, the word that I used was life-giving, because it was life-giving for me. Those 3 days truly were. And there were so many women that I was able to connect with, that I felt life come from, that you share, as you shared your story and your life with me or with the group. It was thrilling. I loved being part of it. But once again, Katie, who has a way of knowing that she needs to speak into some of those thought processes that we have, made a huge difference. And so I was really encouraged, strengthened today as I was processing through that. I know some of the brave steps I need to take, some of the next steps I need to do in order to accomplish what it is I was made to do. Today I had the privilege of meeting with the new group that I'm hosting that's going through my book called Envision You. And we're spending a year together, much like Queens, not like Queens at all, but we're spending a year together. And they've made this commitment because they want to know when their thinking is stuck, much like mine was this weekend. So I invite you to ponder how Handprint Legacy not only affected your business, but affected how you think about your business and about your presence in it. And Katie, I'm so grateful for what you have done and for being able to be part of this journey with you. I'm so grateful for the Queens. You have been life-giving to me over and over all throughout this last year and a half that I've been part of this. I know God brought you into my life for a reason, and I'm really glad to be part of it. Thanks.